What if every nuclear bomb on Earth exploded at the exact same moment? Imagine thousands of blinding flashes appearing across the planet in seconds, cities lighting up like miniature suns, shockwaves racing through continents, the sky turning orange and black with massive mushroom clouds. It sounds like something from a science fiction movie. But the truth behind nuclear weapons is even more terrifying. Welcome to Fact Throne, where curiosity meets truth and powerful facts rule. On this channel, we explore mind-blowing science, global mysteries, and what-if scenarios that reveal how our world really works. If you enjoy discovering shocking facts about the universe, science, and the future of humanity, make sure you subscribe and join the throne of knowledge. Now let's explore one of the most dangerous questions humanity can ask. What would actually happen if all nuclear bombs on Earth detonated at the same time? Today, there are roughly 12,000 to 13,000 nuclear warheads in the world. Most of them belong to countries like the United States, Russia, China, France, the United Kingdom, India, Pakistan, Israel, and North Korea. These weapons are not small bombs. Some of them are hundreds of times more powerful than the atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki during World War II. If every nuclear weapon were launched and exploded simultaneously, the first thing humanity would experience is an enormous series of explosions across the planet. Within seconds, massive fireballs hotter than the surface of the sun would appear over major cities and military targets. Temperatures at the center of these explosions could reach millions of degrees. Buildings, vehicles, and infrastructure near the blast zones would instantly vaporize. The shock waves from thousands of nuclear explosions would travel outward at incredible speeds. Entire urban areas could be flattened within seconds. Windows would shatter hundreds of kilometers away, and powerful pressure waves could cause widespread structural collapse. But the explosions themselves are only the beginning. The heat generated by nuclear detonations would ignite enormous fires across cities and forests. These fires could merge together into what scientists call firestorms. In a firestorm, the heat becomes so intense that it creates powerful winds that pull more oxygen into the flames, feeding the fire and making it spread uncontrollably. Entire regions could burn for days. Next comes one of the most iconic and terrifying symbols of nuclear weapons, the mushroom cloud. Each nuclear explosion would send massive columns of smoke, dust, and radioactive debris high into the atmosphere. With thousands of explosions happening across the planet, these clouds would combine and rise into the upper atmosphere, spreading around the world. This is where the real global consequences begin. The smoke and soot from burning cities would block sunlight from reaching the Earth's surface. Scientists call this scenario nuclear winter. When sunlight is blocked, global temperatures can drop dramatically. Crops would fail because plants depend on sunlight to grow. Agriculture around the world could collapse within months. Even countries far from the explosions would experience severe food shortages. Another major danger is radiation. Nuclear explosions release powerful radioactive particles that contaminate land, water, and air. This radioactive fallout can travel thousands of kilometers through the atmosphere before settling on the ground. People exposed to high levels of radiation can suffer from radiation sickness, which damages cells and organs. Long-term exposure increases the risk of cancer and other serious illnesses. Large regions of land could become dangerous or even uninhabitable for many years. The oceans would also be affected. Nuclear explosions near coastal cities could send radioactive material into the sea, harming marine ecosystems and spreading contamination through global ocean currents. But something surprising might also happen. Despite the destruction, Earth itself would survive. Our planet has experienced asteroid impacts and massive volcanic eruptions in its history that were powerful enough to change the climate for years. Human civilization, however, would face an enormous challenge. With infrastructure destroyed, agriculture failing, and global temperatures dropping, the world would enter one of the most difficult survival situations in human history. But there is an important fact that scientists often point out. Even though nuclear weapons are extremely powerful, they are unlikely to destroy the entire planet. Earth is far too large for that. Instead, the greatest danger is the collapse of ecosystems, food supplies, and modern civilization. This is why nuclear weapons today are often described as deterrents rather than tools of war. Countries maintain them primarily to prevent conflicts because the consequences of using them would be catastrophic for everyone involved. International treaties and agreements attempt to limit nuclear weapons and reduce the risk of global nuclear war. Organizations around the world work to monitor nuclear activity and encourage disarmament. The hope of humanity is that these weapons will never need to be used. The story of nuclear weapons is a powerful reminder of how science can create both incredible achievements and enormous responsibilities. The same knowledge that allows humans to explore space and develop advanced technology can also produce some of the most destructive tools ever invented. So while the scenario of every nuclear bomb exploding at once is extremely unlikely, it raises an important question about the future of our world. If humanity has the power to create such destructive weapons, do we also have the wisdom to ensure they are never used? This is Fact Throne, where facts rule and curiosity never ends. If you enjoy exploring powerful what-if scenarios, science mysteries, and mind-blowing truths about our universe, don't forget to subscribe and join the Throne of Knowledge.